I'm your host with the most love from 23. You're joining me for Royal Romance Book 3, Chapter 8, Artistic License. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great day. Call your friends into the sitting room where Francisco is still catching his breath from the sprint to the chateau. Riley said there was an emergency. What happened, Francisco? The gallery, the whole floor, has been completely flooded. It was no accident. No! You think it was sabotage? But who would do something like that? The militia? I bet it was a performance artist with terrible boundaries. The attackers. This is the kind of event they target. Wasn't Bastine investigating Sons of Earth group? He thought they might have been connected to the the video on the Five Kingdoms Day, but the investigation didn't turn up any useful leads. Plus, don't the Sons of Earth want more international outreach from Cordonia? If anything, they should support events like this. If not them, then who? The Liberation Corps, perhaps, if they saw this event as a rallying point for the people. That's all the motivation they need to ruin the party. I'll have the King's Guard secure the area at once. In the meantime, we must cancel the festival. The artwork wasn't damaged, but the flooding is extensive and will be impossible to repair in time. If we went through with it, everyone would know about the sabotage, and Cordonia would look weak and divided. Akeem begins to pace across the rug. There are representatives from over a dozen different countries here. I promise them a chance to show showcase their artwork, but I suppose I'll have to let them down. Maybe we don't have to cancel. Perhaps I haven't conveyed the full extent of the flooding. No, listen. We can spin this as an art installation. We'll say it's an interactive piece about the... Ooh! Raise awareness in Portaveria. I feel like doing Portaveria, maybe? Let's go with that. Everyone appreciates neighborly solidarity. You raise awareness for a worthy cause and the show goes on. Ooh! I can spread the word on social media. Immersive new installation, blah 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 blah. One time only event. The more exclusive it sounds, the better. We just need a trend-worthy hashtag, like hashtag water under the bridge. No. Hashtag total eclipse of the art. Hashtag art attack? I'll keep working on it. Why did you mention art attack? Shut up. I can take point on the cleanup. I'm guessing most of the people here would know what to do with a mop and a bucket. Those are cleaning devices, yes? Case in point. If we get to the worst of the water out of there, at least people won't be swimming in it. And we could hand out rain boots at the door. They'd have to be fashionable, of course, and color coordinated, but we can say it's part of the experience. An experience our king and future queen will be attending. It's an unusual plan, but... and 2 to 1 swap. Your enthusiasm is infectious. I have to ask, why are you doing all this? You have no stake in the gallery, the way Francisco and I do. Yeah, well... I feel like it's both, actually. I have like a frog in my throat, boy, I tell you. I feel like it is the right thing to do, because we're helping them, we're helping Cordonia. And then with the best way we can get back at the attackers, it would maybe convey to Hakim that you should come to the thing regardless. I feel like that might be story point wise, so I don't think there's a wrong way you can go with this, but of course there is. Let's try that. We're not about to let them win. Not when we can do something about it. Right. Game looks around at your group. The quiet surprise on his face slowly shifts into resolve. I'll assign a cleanup crew right away. Perhaps we can salvage this mess after all. Don't worry, Hakeem. We're on the case. A few hours later, as it's almost time for the opening, Madeline has asked you to meet her in the local boutique. Oh, and change up. You're late. Sorry, I got a little busy with the whole saving the day thing. I never got back to Maxwell about his list of hashtags. Never mind that. I'll consult with him when we're done here. While you were getting the gallery opening for back on track, I've been searching every store in the city for appropriately fashionable attire. If the opening is going forward, Joel will be there, which means this is your last chance to impress her. After the festival, we'll be heading back to the capital for a costume ball. Isn't me saving the gallery enough to get on Jolie's good side? Never count your apples before they're ripe. That's a saying a little different in America. My point is, you can't count on a sport until she's actually granted it, and if you want to impress an artist, it always helps to dress like one. Oh Jesus, what the hell ever. What are we gonna dress up as? Mona Lisa? Maybe Da Vinci? What exactly do you think artists dress like? This. She holds up a modern gown made of distinct but complementary color panels. It needs more black. And in case you go, well, the dark part, no, that's navy, girl, okay, or guy. Courant. The avant-garde dress is the mark of a true sufficient. Or sophisticated. I'm sorry, that looks, girl. I love this black dress. I love the basic, just, bam. I could pick this all day. I could pick this all day. I'm that simple of a man. Thanks, but this is more my speed. I don't want people thinking I'm a walking painting. Madeline heaves a long, suffering sigh. I can only do so much to save you from your own free will. Why don't you try changing an outfit? And why don't you do something with those, like, your brows while you're at it? Aren't those supposed to typically match, like, your face accent and hair? Thanks, by the way. I appreciate you helping out. I'm not doing this for you. I'm on this tour, doing this frequently demeaning job for Cadonia's sake. How is it demeaning? She doesn't call you names, she doesn't put you down. You're doing a greater good task. It's not demeaning when you're doing something for the good of others. I'm just glad to have you fighting the good fight for us is all. Noted. Now, get over to the gallery. The last thing we want is for you to be late. If they end up turning Madeline to a love interest, I'm gonna puke. You arrive at the gallery to find the space already filled with the nobles, tourists, and local citizens. Each attendee is wearing a pair of rain boots that is surprisingly well matched to their outfit. Hell, all you had to do was give black boots. Black goes with almost everything. Riley, don't forget your rain boots. Anna comes up to you with a pair of boots. These are a perfect fit, and they look great. Can we at least have a picture, just to see what Hannah came up with? All these childhood lessons on color theory have really come in handy. Though there are still a few inches of water on the floor, the guests seem to be taking it in stride. You join King Liam and your friends at the center of the gallery. The gallery looks wonderful considering the circumstances, and that's thanks to you, Riley. I can't take all the credit. Liam smiles warmly at you. And that's very modest of you, but I won't forget that this is your idea. Ready to say a few words? Let's do this. Liam raises a hand to get the crowd's attention. One by one, the onlookers fall silent. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to extend my thanks to our hosts and to all of you for coming to partake of the finest art Cordonia and her friends have to offer. By now, I'm sure you've all noticed the largest installation. He lifts up one rain-booted foot and sets it down with a gentle splash. A few visitors chuckle, and Liam glances at you encouragingly. This interactive exhibit was created by an artist who asked to remain anonymous. We're using what the attackers used as art. This is stupid as all hell, but yet intelligent as all hell, too. There are intrigued murmurs among the crowd, spot Francisco among them watching the guests' reaction. This piece and its artist's motives are yours to interpret. We hope you'll spend some time thinking about it throughout your stay, and above all else, bon appetit, enjoy the show, embrace your inner artist. Embrace your inner artist, I like that one. Bravo! Most of the crowd applauds enthusiastically, Francisco included. Some of the guests begin examining the water exhibit with newfound interest, while the rest disperse among the paintings. That went better than expected. Mission accomplished! You know, I think this is the first for us. We've been all over Europe, but we've never done a museum or gallery tour. Where should we get started? How about right here? You all turn to study the colorful modern painting beside you. Huh. Okay, well, even though it's slanted to the side. I do like the one in the background, though. I really like that. It's a very colorful, like, trees and everything. With the, I believe it's the thing in Greece. And then the tour bus. And then just a woman or man standing there with a red, in all red and red umbrella. I like that one. This one, though, I don't know. It's like someone who's on their butt with their legs pulled up to their chest. And then a hook that's next to them with a person, I don't know, Captain Hook, question mark? I don't know. It's a bunch of shapes. Or am I missing something here? Ah, that's part of its charm. Bold, hard to categorize. It takes real courage to create a piece like that. Forget who made it or why, this stuff's about using your imagination. It's like cloud watching. Is that a dude's arm or a plane wing? You decide. Art is in the eye of the beholder. I'm with Liam Maxwell. Actually, this one's tough. I'm actually in between Liam and Maxwell right now. But Maxwell had some really good points. I like the whole, it's like looking up at the clouds, and who doesn't remember doing that as a kid? Looking up at the clouds as they drift by through a wonderful summer or spring or fall day. And looking up and going, ooh, that's a plane. There's the Enterprise. There's a, that. Okay, I'm going with Maxwell on this. That kind of art can be whatever you say it is. And I say it's awesome. I have to respect whoever made it. As simple as modern paintings might look, I always found abstract styles the hardest to master. Anna, you've been holding out on us. I'd love to see your work. Do you take portrait commissions? I didn't really keep up with it after I finished my lessons. I have a decent grasp on the fundamentals, but, well, my teachers always said that paintings needed more heart. Aw, Hannah. He placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. You've got plenty of heart. Your lessons just didn't give you much chance to use it. It has been a while since I visited a gallery. Maybe I can find some inspiration. I saw a classic landscape by the Parsons, and I think you might like. While Liam, Hannah, and Maxwell wander off, you spot Drake staring intensely at a sign on a nearby wall. He probably thinks this way to the bathroom is a piece of art. What are you up to? Trying to get a hang of this whole modern art thing. He points at a rectangular sign hanging over the doorway, white letters on the Green. I knew it! God damn it. On the green background, spell out the word exit. I like this better than the other one. At least it's got something to say. Like, maybe we've all got to exit at one point or another. Drake, sometimes an exit's just an exit. As you say that, one of the gallery's visitors walks out through the door beneath the sign. Or that. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Is it, though? Is it? What secret? Ah! The secret of, how much we like that painting. You randomly point at an oil painting on the wall. Is it the one over here that looks like ice cream cones that's right behind Maxwell? We used to have a lot of big paintings, and like, that were all over the house, but Mom and Dad moved them all to the study after the great catch-up incident of '96. What did you do? When I was a kid, I was messing around in the dining room, and let's just say some Rembrandts are a little bit redder than they were supposed to be. Oh my god, we haven't seen Bertrand for what seems forever. I was wondering why our parents were so protective of those paintings. Bertrand strolls up to your group, glass of lemon water in hand, as though he'd only been gone a few minutes. Bertrand, where have you been? I have been out handling Balmont's affairs. With my help? Yes, well, even though I've freed up a great deal of time by handling press duties off to Madeline, Maxwell has constantly insisted that I share my remaining duties with him. I came by to ensure that all the affairs I entrusted him with are in order. Wait, you willingly trusted Maxwell? Is that so you can spend time with Savannah and Barty? It's, for his health. Yes, precisely. You gotta keep limber these days. Uh-huh. Is Savannah helping you stay limber? Oh, you're quite the freak back in the day, Bertrand. What I do with my free time is none of your concern. It should be concern as a more proficient. None of your business is more common to talk. I might be rubbing off on him. I understand. Just let me know if I can help in any way. That's hopefully be unnecessary. Now then, I need to get back to pursuing, attending to Balmont affairs. You mean checking in with me? Yes, and nothing's on fire. In fact, it's a bit damp, which means you've exceeded my expectations. Begrudgingly approval has never felt so good. Before you go, is there any advice you can give to me about winning over Jolie? Oh, of course. Even as you surround yourself with advisors, it's only natural you'd still want my wise counsel. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see. When talking about an art to an artist, you'll want to be critical as possible. In the long run, your honest feedback will help them correct their mistakes, and they'll respect you. You want me to win her over by being harsh? Yes. Isn't that how one forges strong bonds of friendship? This explains a lot. It's a social technique that has been passed down through the House Balmont for generations, but if you'll excuse me, I really do have business to conduct. Bertrand takes a sip of his drink, then promptly excuses himself. Best to let him go. Maxwell, is Bertrand actually okay? Between Savannah, Barty, and keeping the estate afloat, I don't know how he's keeping it all together. I'm not sure how he does it either, but that's why I want to help him take care of something, no matter how small. The more free time he has with Savannah and Barty, the better. Has he made any progress on that front? That's the thing. Even I don't know. It has me worried. Bertrand's not the biggest people person. Neither really am I, but I digress. If you're chatting with the right people, it does help. No kidding. We might have to give him a friendly nudge. That's what it may come down to. Maxwell notices something over your shoulder. There's Jolie! Fashionably late for her own gallery opening. It's time to shine, just remember what Bertrand... Actually, I don't remember what Bertrand said. You go in there and be your best self, like a true artist. You shuffle through the crowd to Jolie's sign. I don't know whether to take that as a hint from Pixelberry and not be critical, or to be critical. Shit. Ahem. Benevue, Duchess Riley. What a show this has turned out to be, no? A devastating act of sabotage, the desperate last-minute repairs, and the triumph of a successful opening despite the odds. I must admit the whole business has lent an air of intrigue to our humble gallery. I'm glad the water didn't keep anyone away from the art. Oh, one should never let a little physical inconvenience get in the way of a sublime experience. So, are you just admiring the work, or thinking of some new pieces to take home? If I may confess to a little artistic vanity, I'm actually watching the crowd. People's reaction to the work are far more genuine when they don't know it was made by the lady of the house. Do you happen to remember what I was painting yesterday? You take a closer look at two unattributed paintings on the wall in front of Jolie. As I recall, she was painting an apple. Yep. Let's try this. Sis wrong. Very well spotted, Duchess Riley. Well, let's just say I have a feeling about that one. It's a fucking apple. It is a fucking apple. No offense. Let me know in the comment section below what artistic quality is here. It's a fucking apple. Okay? It's an apple. What are we supposed to... Hold on. Let me get me in my artistic pose here with arms crossed and giving it a serious stern. It's quite red. Nope, I don't see it. When you look at the painting, what does it say to you? I've been staring for quite some time. I don't know. Let the essence of the image move you to speech. It reminds me of the human soul. No. Apples are delicious. No. Let's appreciate little things. Things like this apple, they don't last forever. But there's still beauty in them. That's worth remembering. It's like you read my very thoughts. This is precisely the sentiment I had in mind while I labored over the canvas. It's an apple! You picked an important subject. Some people consider still lives to be passé. Why bother with such a simple scene, no? But after the recent tragedy at the Royal Orchard, I wanted to commemorate what we've lost. Remind people what we are fighting for. That's very noble of you. I suppose that depends on your perspective. Some believe that true art requires meaning, while for others it's essential that a work excites the senses. Okay, if you ask me, art exists to be beautiful? No. Are you serious? Are you really serious right now? If that was the case, no, I'm not gonna go in it. Even though I really want to. Maybe I'll go at the end. Here we go. Inspire the viewer. Art's not just about technical skill or pretty pictures. It's a reminder that there's more to life than getting through the day. The best kinds of art give us something to aspire. Joel applauds. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's such a delight to find someone who also understands the artistic soul. I'm glad Cordonia has people like you, and Hakeem thinking about its future. That was always a point of contention between our family and the King Father. Hakeem and I don't just want Cordonia to remain stable and peaceful. Those are blessings, the natural mint, but our kingdom can do so much more than survive. I'm curious whether King Liam will lead Cordonia in a different direction. What do you mean? Jolie gives you a long, appraising look. But with you as his queen, I can't help feeling optimistic. A couple like you could do exciting things for this kingdom. Well, I hope so. Otherwise, we're all doomed. Doomed, I say. I'll tell him you said that. No, I think I've avoided my other guests for long enough. I'll see you around, and do enjoy the rest of the festival. You too. You head back over to Liam and your friends. How things go with Jolie? I think we really connected. Found the same creative wavelength. Hey, if she asked you to paint, you should get her to do an official House Venti portrait. There's no portrait happening, but I think she might be coming around on the wedding idea. If you're done talking to Jolie, do you know what that means? We get to escape this art maze? We can check out the rest of the festival. Can't you smell the food outside? Every time... See, this is what I'm talking about. When you picture a festival, when you picture a fair, what do you think of? What food comes to your mind? Me? Funnel cake. What comes to your mind? You hear a rumble beside you, and Maxwell puts a hand on his stomach. I just realized how long it's been since I had breakfast. I'd love to sample the delicacies our visitors have brought. He glances at you with an eager smile. And if you see anything you like, Riley, I'd be happy to serve it at our wedding. Although we also need to check in with Hakeem about the International Art Association. This is an opportunity to... You know, I'm really missing rules of engagement right now. Their wedding wasn't such a joke. This is, hey, if you see food at a fair, we're going to make it a diamond edition. Otherwise, who knows what you're serving at your wedding? Who knows? Go find Hakeem. The food smells amazing, but I better see how Hakeem is doing. You guys go on ahead, okay? You sure? Even though my stomach's rumbling as we speak, and I would love some funnel cake, and I haven't had any in quite some time. And if you guys know of Rallies and aka Checkers, they have a horrible funnel cake, and I was like, oh, I got my hopes up. I'm like, oh boy, I can have it any time, and it tastes like blah. Yeah, duty calls. We'll eat an extra serving in your honor. You would have done that anyway. But now we're doing it for Riley. Uh-huh. While your friends disperse among the festival stands, you search for Hakeem, and finally find him chatting with Francisco, a dish of moussaka in his hand. Hello, Hakeem. Enjoying the festival? Absolutely. The moussaka is almost as good as the one I had in Greece. I'm so humbled. Italian moussaka falls further down your list. Don't look too down, old friend. These words I cannot pronounce. Saltimbocco we had in Rome will never be topped. It will be a national shame if it ever is. Now then, I'm sure you two will want to discuss Cordonian matters together. Arrivederci. I've heard it, damn it, and I know it, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and I still screwed it up. Arrivederci? Arrivederci. There it is. Francisco waves goodbye and plucks another sample from the table on his way out. Hakeem turns to you. Duchess Riley, thank you for helping my wife at the art gallery today. It was no problem. Bright and insightful mind. Isn't she? It's one of my favorite things about her. You know, when we met in college, the first thing she said to me was that she wanted to change the world. It wasn't exactly love at first sight, more like love at first ideas. So, about the International Art Association. Don't worry about it. Huh? You stepped in to rescue this festival, even when you had no guarantee that doing so would earn my support. To be honest, I still don't know what Francisco's decision will be. But you've done more than just help my wife's gallery today, Riley. You prove that we're willing to give without the promise of anything in return. That's the kind of leadership Cordonia needs right now, and for that, I believe I should return the gesture. Does that mean... I'm not entirely sure how different Liam will be from his father, and I cannot speak for the rest of my family, but I will attend your wedding in support of the crown. Yay! Thank you, Hakeem. This means a lot to us. Jolie sways up to Hakeem, her attention absorbed by the delicious food on her plate. Darling, have you tried the Tom Gahi? God damn it, I'm tired of these foreign words. And then you don't know where it's coming from. Okay, Thailand, apparently, if you read further. Tom Gaha? Hey guys, we're all learning this. It's a learning experience, okay? It's heavenly. We must plan a trip to Thailand to taste the local variations. Hello, dear. I was telling Riley I'll attend her wedding. Does that mean Francisco will support our application? No, my dear. I've decided to go because of the assistance Riley provided today to the festival, and to you. You cherish me too much. Impossible. We'd be honored if you'd join us at the wedding, Julie. I suppose the Swiss Alps can wait. I do love a beautiful wedding. You convinced Jolie to attend your wedding. We'll make sure it's unforgettable. And after hearing your insights today, I'd be remiss not to support such a cultured woman. Yes, we're cultured, everyone. Woohoo! The inner Maxwell in me right now is coming out. Jolie, I won't forget this. Kiara will be glad you're both coming. We'll have to collaborate on a project together. Let's go with that, actually. Oh, you'd make a marvelous model. Hold on. I can picture it now. Riley, the beloved. Really? Me a model? It's gonna be a masterpiece. I mean, you in that black dress, which, not gonna lie, is... What? Don't give me that look. I know you're giving me a look. One of the chefs at a stall finishes another dish. The sizzling aroma wafts past you. Oh, I adore the smell of onions and garlic. Jolie drifts over to the stall to pick up a sample. I believe that's my cue to depart. I look forward to the wedding, Riley. Hakeem shakes your hand before trailing after his wife. After he's departed, Kiara walks up beside you, cotton candy cone in one hand. My parents finally given the verdict. Father hinted that they'll support you and the other after the gallery, but my mother's, well, not the most, well, easily swayed. Hakeem's promised me his support, and so has Jolie. She flipped? That's wonderful. And with your brother, that makes the whole family. I'm impressed. Across the path, Ezekiel and Penelope sit by the fountain together, chewing on pastries. Merlin and Morgana paw at their legs. So, I'm trying to think of this one. This one's tough. I'm stuck between 1 and 2. Let's go with veterinarian. He told you about the he must have made a good impression. They'll agree to it eventually. He just has to stand up and tell them the truth. What's Mother going to say? No, you can't pursue your dreams while she runs around with her art. And once she comes to terms with it, it'll only be a matter of time before our father does. Ah, yes. Whenever the power apparent with then the other will give in. I used the same tactic to get candy as a child. It's effective. Ezekiel and Penelope wave Kiara over. She takes a deep breath. Alright, time to steer these two together. Merci for attending, Riley. I'll see you back at the court. Bentot? I know I'm probably butchering it. Bentot? Bentu? I don't know. Sorry. I had a decision between French and Spanish in high school. I did Spanish. After the festival has come to an end, you return to Kiara's estate and find Liam in the sitting room. He's examining the swords mounted above the crackling fireplace. You thinking of taking up fencing? I was actually a competitive saber a few years ago. I shouldn't be surprised. It's common among the Cordonian nobility to train in some form of sword play. Duels are rare, but they still happen from time to time. But in any case, I was actually waiting here for you. Little old me, you're very thoughtful, Liam. I mean, what? Earlier today, I called a local theater to inquire about seeing a movie with you. They said not only could they comply with the security requirements, but they would hold a private advance screening for us. Tonight? Yes, it would be good to go out and be seen doing something normal. But mostly, I'd love to take you out and give you the royal treatment, so to speak. So, a private screening of an unreleased movie with you as king and future queen? Is it Avengers Infinity War? Question mark? Precisely. I know it's a bit last minute, but would you join me? Oh, it's that film. It's the film from Red Carpet. On a date with Liam, stay in for the night. It was really sweet of you to arrange that, but I'd rather stay in tonight. Today was exhilarating, but now I'm pretty exhausted. No problem. I'll call and see if we can arrange a better time. If you wait here, I'll give you a foot rub afterward. You're the best. Liam calls the theater and then settles in with you on the couch. You lounge with your feet in his lap, and he begins to doze off as he massages them. Maybe this is too much comfort for tonight. Let's get you to bed. You're not getting out of a foot rub that easy. Rain check, I promise. Why didn't you come to the bedroom and rub her feet there? Question mark. So that way she can fall asleep in blissful happiness as you rub her feet. And then you go to sleep next to her. And cuddle. And wake up together. Cuddling. Why? Pixelberry, you need to work a little bit more on the romance. Liam walks you to your room and gives you a goodnight kiss on the threshold, then heads to his own room. The next morning, you head down the steps of the chateau to join your friends as they wait for the royal motorcade. Everyone's bags are packed and ready. Are we off to the capital next? Yes, we should just be in time for the costume ball. Not to be confused with the masquerade ball, the Halloween ball, or the harvest moon ball. There are too many balls. Too many balls? Nonsense. No, I agree with him. I can't wait to see all the costumes. God damn, this is why I've stuck you with a French accent. And if I wonder what the King Father would wear this year. Ah, good, you're still here. The king bustles down the steps with a rolled-up parchment in hand. Before you go, I wanted to wish my daughter bon voyage. Merci, papa. And Riley, as a token of my appreciation for all you've done here, I'd like to give you something from our library. An old map of America. As an American, you might be interested in a time when the Western world knew so little about the continent. I'm particularly fond of the misconception that California was an island. They've been saying that. They've been saying California's going to break off at any time, too. That's another thing that everybody's like, any day now, California's going to sink, or it's going to be detached, or... Which, California should be cheering. They should be like, yes! We get away from America! How'd they get that wrong? Take it as a reminder that our knowledge is never complete. There's always something to progress towards, some greater unknown to uncover. But maybe I've been listening to too many of Jolie's musings on the meaning of A map. You have no idea how much I love maps. Thanks? No, you should always be humble when accepting a gift, no matter what, even if it is not something that is entirely yours, because you may come to cherish it. You can learn so much about an area by looking at the size of a city and the surrounding geography. I often look at them and imagine I was in the spot at the moment in time. You find that names are period accurate. Even better. But now, it seems I must bid you all farewell. Motorcade pulls up outside the chateau, but before anyone can climb in, Bastien leaps out of the lead car. He pulls you and Liam aside. Your Majesty, it's your father. He collapsed again. Dear God, is he okay? The doctors have stabilized him, but he's still in the hospital. Take me to him at once. What fate awaits Constantine back in the capital? Find out in the next chapter. Even though Constantine is trying to sabotage our relationship, he did it for the betterment of his children, which is a good thing. A funny story is how to put this. Always try and be kind to one another. Constantine, he didn't really hurt us, even though he did try and sabotage our relationship. But we were able to recover everything. And he was able to confess, we were able to forgive everything, and we were able to move on, and now he's, Liam's dad. So do we like him? Do we hate him? No. But pretty much as I sit here, if any of you guys have watched any of my past videos when I do slip up and talk a little bit about myself, my grandfather's in the hospital today. Don't type pity, don't type I'm sorry to hear, don't type any of that crap. Because my grandfather is probably the biggest pieces of crap this world has ever seen. And I feel like for my entire life, the balances of good and evil have been entirely tilted towards the scales of evil. And I fought every single day of my life to try and be the good that counters that evil. So that being said, I have no... I have no sympathy for the man. I have none. And I will not see him. I will not go to his funeral if he does pass. Which apparently he's supposed to be having his heart restarted or something. I don't know, because it was arrhythmia. And then, of course, other family blows it entirely out of proportion. And it kind of gets annoying. Because the man's even faked his own death. The man's faked his illnesses. He's been dying of, he called 30 years ago, said he was dying of cancer. Things like that. That's the kind of piece of work I grew up with. Okay? So, while he's not King Constantine, at least we care more about him than actual people, right? I don't know where I was going with this. It's just, like I said, try and be better to one another. That's the message I convey in every chance I get lately, is just be better than one another. Be better than other people are. Don't be a low-life piece of work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you may upset the balance and scales one day, and someone may get really upset and depressed, and yeah. Or they may go another route. You never know. Which is not a good route either, but we're not going to mention it because YouTube will be like, oh my god, what is he saying? That being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and in the description below links to social media or Discord and a few links to support me and my content. Also, keep in mind that we do have a Twitter, or Twitch. Jesus, man, if I say Twitter one more time, it's the first thing that comes to mind. I'm so used to Twitch, or Twitter. Oh my god, see? It's, oh my, whoever named them both. If you do subscribe, make sure to hit the bell so you will be notified of all the videos, because YouTube has admitted that even though you subscribe, you will not receive all notifications, and you may not receive any for the person you subscribe to. It's cute, it's brilliant. YouTube, which finger am I holding up? Until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and look forward to Bloodbound. Peace.